Well, hello boys and girls. The eagle-eyed amongst you will see that I'm on a different bike. Yeah, that's because, as some of you might know, I had a slight accident, and so the BMW is off being repaired or written off. Now, it wasn't my fault, that's all been admitted, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, this is the Honda NC750S that I've got as a courtesy bike, so I thought I'd get out and do a little review for you to let you know what I think. So, stay tuned and let's have a look. Right, so there it is, the Honda NC750S. As you can see, it's dirty, that's because I've been using it every day to commute to work, which I suppose is what this bike was designed for. Now, like me, it's built for comfort and not speed, and also it's built to be really frugal, i.e. not cost a lot on the petrol and the running costs and everything. So what do we got? It's a 745cc liquid cooled 4-stroke parallel twin. I'm just getting this here, it's a curb weight of 217 kilograms. Tank size is 14.1 litres. Now you'd think the tank's there, but wait for it. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. Something I like about this is it's actually got an LED headlight. So when I switch that on, yeah, you can see that. Pretty cool. This is the 2017 model, so it's a little bit updated from obviously the previous one. Yeah, it's a good bike. If you want it for comfort and commuting, yeah, brilliant. Something which is really good about this bike is, watch this. Where you think the fuel tank would be, you stick the key in there, turn it, and pop. Look, you got this big thing here. So where's the petrol? Who knows? Anyway, that does fit a full face helmet. Which is really good, so you can just stick it in there and then head off into work, into the office. Handy little thing. Now, where's the fuel tank, I hear you ask? Well, remember that key? Turn it the other way and watch the seat. Oh, pop that up and there's your fuel tank. So it's all in there. All good stuff. So we pop that back down and there we go. I like the display on this, it's very good. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Nice, colourful display. So obviously we've got a gear indicator in there when you're going, fuel gauge, your revs. You'll see it red lines at 6,000 RPM. Now that's the point of this bike. It's not speed, it's comfort and being cheap and frugal. So we'll take it for a ride in a second, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. This is obviously not standard. That's for a top box which goes on it. But yeah, it's good. There are other versions of this bike. This is the S. There is a version called the X, which is sort of like a bit more adventure-y, but still very much designed for the road and the commute, that kind of thing. There is also an automatic version, which I'd be interested to try, but I don't know. I think that takes a little bit away from the point of riding a bike. You know, you like being in control and switching through the gears and flipping it about. Anyway, ABS as standard on this big single disc at the front. Nissan brakes there, ABS obviously is standard. Yeah, it does feel a bit heavy. I have to say that, there's a train coming, hold on. Does feel a bit heavy, and the turning circle on it is really poor, so it's quite difficult to manoeuvre around. But once you're going, no, it's good. So let me just get started and off we go. Another thing to mention is that exhaust is obviously different from the previous version of this bike. I think it looks better, but you wouldn't know you've got an exhaust. It's deathly quiet. So let's go. Ready for the exhaust? See, very quiet. It's got the Honda HISS security on there, so that's obviously a steering lock, and you get a little flashing red light there, which I think is very good. Switch gear is nice. You've got hazards, indicators, obviously pass, full beam, horn, kill switch, and your start stop. Mirrors I like, they're really adjustable. I can get a good view behind me, which is you know, something I really look for on a bike. Sad but true. I don't like seeing my arms, I like to see behind me for safety. So we got adjustable brake lever there, clutch lever not adjustable. It's say seat height was 790 millimeters. It's a comfortable seat. You could certainly sit on this quite happily for a good couple of hours, I think. My feet are flat on the ground, being I'm 5'11", and if I put it on the peg, you'll see that, you know, just past the 90 degrees. So comfortable. Let's go. So as you can see, you have to change gear obviously when you're getting towards that red line of 6,000. So it's all about the torque. This is a bike to get you moving, you know, low down power, and obviously that saves on the old revs and the old fuel consumption. It's not really designed for these kind of roads, you know, twisty roads, quite fast, but it will do. It's quite comfortable to be on. This is more your daily cruising around, and yeah, just getting to and from work, I suppose, and for that it's absolutely perfect. Back brake could be a bit better. It certainly takes some pressing on the right foot to get anything of some slowing down performance out of it, I suppose. But something I have loud, I get a lot of road noise off it, which is something I've never experienced on a bike before. So it's, yeah, it's strange, but you get used to it. What I'll do is up here we'll find a stretch where we can do a standing start up to something like 60, and you can see how that goes. Okay. Stretch of road up ahead, so let's see what this does. Nothing coming behind me. So it's kind of swift, but you've noticed on the first gear there I actually got to the limit and it ducked down a bit, but there you go. It's not built for that. But it's quick enough. It will easily do motorway speeds. In fact, I shall just slip in a bit of motorway footage now for you. Here we go. Now we've only got the tiny screen on the front there, so you know I am getting buffeted by the wind quite a bit. And actually this bike does get affected by side winds quite a bit, which is something again I've not had on other bikes. You know, the lightest of breezes and I can feel the sort of the pressure forcing me over to one side. Now we're obviously been limited to 60 here, but the bike will do it quite happily, and it's got, you know, it will happily go up well above that. Like someone told me, you know, that you can easily get 90 and 100 out of it. So some guy I met, you know, he told me that. So this is quite a capable bike for motorway riding, and I say that the seat's really comfortable, so you can go for quite a long way on it. You can load it up with a bit of luggage and go on a bit of a tour. In fact, you probably do quite well out of that because you get loads of miles out of the tank. You know, I easily expect you to be able to get, you know, 180 to 200 miles out of the tank. It's really quite frugal. So that's a clip on the motorway for you. All ticks all the boxes, it's quite comfortable, bit of wind buffeting, but it'll manage the speeds no problem. Right, so there we are then, a quick little review of the NC750S. Yeah, would I buy one? I think I would. If I just wanted it for, you know, commuting and just a gentle ride, maybe a few longer rides, yeah, I think I would. I think they're about £6 or £7 grand, which isn't too bad. It's Honda, you know, it's pretty well built. It's going to be solid Honda reliability. The only trouble is that means you've got to get it from Fowler's in town if you're in Bristol, but never mind. Yeah, it's not going to set your heart racing with thrills and excitement. It's not what it's built for. It's built for the road, comfort, smoothness, saving money, fuel consumption, and just to be a commuter. And with that, you know, where the tank is, that big space there, I think that's really useful. That really appeals to me. So yeah, it's a decent bike. I think it kind of falls into the all-rounder segment, because it will go fast if you rev it and don't expect too much from it when it gets there. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Ask me any questions about it while I've got it, and I can answer them for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you like, and till we meet again, keep safe, and thanks for watching. Bye then.